Finally, he's arrived.
Game! It finally came! The big one.
Yes, the big one has finally arrived. And I have been awaiting this guy for about a month now. And I'm sorry he didn't come in the time that I said he would. It, got lost in shipping, so that was pretty awesome. I had to order another one, and that guy said it would come on the 22nd, and it's obviously not the 22nd right now, so I got it like 20 days early. Anyways, we got some language in Japanese here that I cannot read. Actually, is that Japanese? Some type of kanji. I have no idea. I think so. But either way, we're gonna get right into opening this, and this box actually came in pretty pristine condition compared to all the other boxes that I ordered and all the other packaging. This guy from eBay managed to pack this thing better than any other place that I bought from in Bai. So, Bai may be good if you want, like, stuff internationally, but besides that, I wouldn't recommend buying from Bai all the time. Maybe just once in a blue moon. And here is how he's packaged. We got his special pack-away box. It says Bad Guy on it, because he's the bad guy. We got his katana, and he comes with his 2 shredder claws. And that face, ever so whitely menacing, is just, his eyes. I farted. And there we go. And he's all full suited up with his cape and everything. And yeah, he's pretty awesome, may I add. I don't think he has any weapon storage for his katana or his blades. So he kind of just holds on to it, either that or you just kind of put it off to the side, or you could put it in his box if you wanted, maybe. But I love this thing. Also, I had to use a bobby pin to insert his cape here, and you can see that I already dented a little bit of it on the left here by pushing it in a little bit too hard. But yeah, you definitely don't want to push too hard on this, because it's gonna dent like that, and you just don't want to ruin the cape. But other than that, it's a pretty nice figure, and just like every other 52 toys, these figures are all extremely posable. And yeah, here's another look at the cape. It's got some wire in it. It's got wire in the middle here too, and wire over here. So you can design the cape however you'd like, whatever fits your special needs. Shredder. Alright, now we're gonna go over some articulation this figure has. So, starting with Shredder here, we have in the head a 360 ball joint, and he can look up and down about that far. And that's just because he has Megatron syndrome, Buckethead syndrome, whatever you want to call it. His arms can come out this far because of his shoulders. They're on a complete swivel, and his elbows can move up and about 90. Not that far backwards, but it can move backwards. And it's also on a ball joint here on his arm. Then his hand is on a mushroom swivel. His feet We have articulation. It goes about this far on his legs and about much further backwards, but that's about as far as we get because of this little skirt he has. Not too much articulation with the legs, actually, not as much as I thought. You can get him to go further if you like split it a little bit to the left because of his skirt and the way his legs are shaped, but you can still get some decent posing off of him. And I'm probably going to take off this. So his feet also have ankle tiltage on a ball joint, so it does go back and forth and goes down actually quite a bit. I believe that might be for transformation. His toes do move downwards. There we go. That's much better.
Nice and menacing.
What are you aiming at?
Alright, so now we're going to get into transforming this guy, and this is going to be a wild ride for both of us because I've never done this. So first step, it says to come to the back. Also, it says, besides the first step, to remove all of the weapons, and I've already done so. And it says to come to back and remove these little screws that are sitting in his back plate here. Unfold his backpack here. Says to completely unfold it, like so. You have to bring it upwards, push it upwards, it says, until it snaps. Next, we spin the head around. Oh, you have to pull his head out first, and then you can push it down. Okay. Take his butt flaps, unpeg them, and split them apart. Flip them upwards. Bring them outwards. Come back to his front plate where his cape would go. Unpeg that. Bring it upwards. It says to push down his entire body until it snaps. It's in like the most fine print ever, but in order to get his body to collapse, there's this little lock piece that you have to get out of the way first. And yeah, I had to use some scissors to just get that hinge out because it was so tough. I'm talking about TUFF tough. And once you do that, you can basically connect these little ports, and I'm going to do that. Alright, so talking about these ports here, you can just connect these now. And they also peg together like so, covering up the head. So this is to bring the arms up like this. Pull out his skirt, side skirts. Alright, now that we have his side skirts off here, you can actually just turn them around and plug them into his side where his head is. And they'll sit right in there, like so. Alright, next step is a little weird. You're going to grab where his skirt is and unpeg his skirt and fold that section downwards, like so.
Wealth, fame, power. Mr. Krabs,
Rotate
king of the
his
restaurant owners,
biceps.
attained this and everything else the world had to offer, and his dying words drove countless souls to the seas.
You want my formula? You can have it. I left everything I
Well, I
can
guess
think
his
of in one
arms
place.
do
you
now
just
match
have
up.
to find it.
These words lured men to the Grand Line
the
in
side of the
pursuit of
box
dreams
here.
greater than they've ever
that
dared
leg.
to imagine.
You can pull
This
out
is the
his
time known as the Great
hands
Fry Cook
and
Era.
fold them up. And there's actually a little slot on top of his chest piece that his hand will plug into, like so. Alright, so having the figure sitting like this, in this pose, we're going to grab the skirt and bring it upwards. So now, when his skirt is like this, it can be lifted out of his legs like so. And the instruction says to pull it out and twist it around, then push it back inwards. Once they are in that triangle formation, it finally plugs in correctly. Now we're just left with the feet. We basically just have a walking box shredder right now. Point his toes in. Oh, I guess they just get folded upwards like this. There we go. Now it says to bring them inwards, pointing the toes as far in as possible. And there we go. Fold his toes in like that. Alright, so basically scrap everything that I just said. We're going to do the same formation, except this still gets plugged in here. And the feet still get plugged in here, but we have to make sure that the legs match up with the arms here so that they can plug in here, because they were not doing that for me a second ago, and they were just not matching up. So you have to make sure that this waist is plugged in, that the thighs match up with here, and that the legs match up with these plugins here. And once all of that matches up correctly, it should theoretically be able to click into place. You got these little pieces here you can put on him for his storage. We take off his little sword here, his katana, fold. So his katana gets plugged in on his feet. There's a little, gets plugged into his skirt on his chest plate, like that. And then it can fold downwards and plug in down there. Then we take both of his claws. It says they fit here. Oh. So the claws just fit over his chest plate thing to store his hilt inside of his hand. Which honestly kind of makes sense. Okay. Then we can take these two screws that you never really had to take off. Not sure why you had to take them off in the first place. Just go back in the same spot anyways. Alright. And there's his box mode. Fully kitted out, and see if it actually fits in here. Fits in here with everything on it. There we go. There's box mode. But yeah, I really like this toy lineup. Beast Box, Mega Box. I don't have any Beast Boxes yet, but I now have every single Mega Box of TMNT. I have the entire set, and I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna keep them displayed, and I'll show you that here in a couple of seconds where I'm gonna be keeping them displayed, but I'm gonna transform them back, and that's pretty much the end of the review. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and yeah, this has been Mr. TMNT Shredder, the long-awaited Mega Box. Now, I don't think I've ever gotten a figure to be able to pose quite like a sumo wrestler like this. Also, getting that cape in perfectly is very hard, may I add. Also, I'm farting. Alright, before my phone dies, just wanted to give you guys a recollection of my collection and all of its glory. There's Shredder. There's Leo. We got the Turtle Van and some other transforming ones. And I need some new shelves.